Welcome to Cherry Blossom Yoga. I'm Robin Dinerman. This is a half-hour Hatha yoga class for beginning and continuing students. When most people think about doing Hatha yoga, the yoga of physical exercise combined with deep breathing and stretching, they think the benefits are simply, better posture, more flexibility. But actually, the regular practice of yoga can help build strength, stamina, endurance in your body. And as your body becomes more accustomed to feeling strong and able to sit taller for longer periods or balance better, this affects your subconscious and it affects your mind and your outlook. So not only does it affect your flexibility and your strength, stamina, endurance, it also helps your mind become more flexible, your mind become more steady and focused and stronger. Think about that as we're doing the postures today. And remember, if a posture isn't right for your body, you might do a limited form of it. And you may want to sit on the floor or on your couch and simply do the arm movements, the deep breathing, the upper body, because we'll be doing a lot today with the legs. And it will take some strength and endurance and stamina to do the postures. To begin with, we're going to do some warrior variations. In the warrior, you are building strength, especially through the thighs and the muscles around the knees. It also challenges you to balance yourself. So what I do is I use the lines of the yoga mat in order to align my legs and joints. So to begin with, you might stand with your feet just comfortably apart. You might want them closer or even farther apart if you're accustomed to doing this. This is my right foot. I'm turning it out at 90 degrees. And I'm going to bring my knee above the ankle. So that's the alignment. My left foot, the heel's in line with the right foot, and the foot is turned in slightly. Now I want my hips and shoulders square to the front line of my mat. And if you don't have a mat, how about your wall, squaring yourself to the wall, or even your television or computer. Now, when you're advanced or perhaps young and you do these postures, technically this thigh bone should be parallel to the floor. I can't hold it this posture as long as I used to. I'm going to ease up and not put so much challenge into it for myself. So I'm bringing the knee above the ankle. I'm squaring the hips and the shoulders to the front line of my mat, and the arms come out in T position. So this is one of the basic warrior poses. So come join me in this posture, either in reverse or by mirroring what I'm doing. So I'm going to look out over the right hand. And now looking forward and then turning left, looking over the left shoulder. I'm coming back to center and I'm going to come out of the posture and just bend my knees a little and move my legs around. Sometimes when you're in a posture like this, you press down so hard, you put a lot of energy that becomes uncomfortable for your feet. So let's shake them out a little. And separate the feet again. We're going to the other side because in yoga we do one side and then we do the other because we're always aiming towards center. So squaring your shoulders and hips to your wall or the line of your mat, look left. Slowly come to center, turning your head. And look right. Come back to center, lower the arms, and you can heel toe back to center. So now in your regular practice, if you want to try this, you might want to hold that warrior position for a couple of minutes, or even 5 or 6 minutes as you build up strength. But you'll begin to feel it in your thighs soon enough. Okay, so coming back, now I added that head turn so you can warm up your neck a little bit. So we're looking out over the arm, slowly turning to center, turning to the left, coming back to center, lower the arms, turn the foot in, and go right into the other side, holding the pose, looking out over the arm, center, look out over the other hand, center, turn both feet forward and bring the heels together, heel toe. Now try it on your own. See if you can hold the posture for a longer time, or challenge yourself by separating the legs a little bit more, turning the foot out. Now see, at this point when my legs are far apart, the balance becomes an issue. Now I'm squaring here, and I feel pretty solid with the knee over the ankle. I'm looking out, I'm looking forward, and over the other shoulder. Now hold it, come back to center. We're going to go right into the archer. So I'm looking into my right hand, right here. I'm holding a bow, I'm pulling the string, pulling the arrow back. Okay, I'm thinking about aiming. I release the arrow, linking the thumbs, and I become the arrow in flight. I'm going to lower my upper body over the right thigh. Now coming up, you can release your arms or come up, turn to center, the foot turns too, and release. And you can move your feet around, or if you want to keep them in that same position, turn the foot left. I'm going to try to give myself a little bit more space. And come into warrior, to the front, to the side behind me, coming back to center, and now holding on to my bow and arrow, pulling the string back, aiming, releasing the arrow, tucking my head inside the arms, becoming the arrow in flight, and lowering my upper body as flat as I can over the leg. And inhaling up, turning to the front, arms coming down, heel toe or step your feet back together, and pause for a moment, breathing. And receive the benefits of the posture. Notice if you're standing taller or if you're breathing more deeply. If you feel more alert and awake. And coming back into warrior, we're going to do one of my favorite turning the foot right. Now here, knee over ankle, I'm going to lean over. This becomes a side angle pose. So my right arm touches the leg, does not put any weight on the leg. I'm going to send the left arm over. So technically, I'm holding a side angle posture. without the use of my lower arm. So you want to pull this hip back. Focus on your breath. And take your time coming up with a deep in-breath. Turning the foot forward, releasing the air, and coming down. And turning your other foot out, knee over the ankle, repositioning your other foot. You can see there's a little bit of balancing involved here. Alignment is so important. You're in the side angle pose, a nice straight line through the upper arm, through the torso, through the leg, through the straight leg. Breathing, holding, scanning your body. We're going to inhale, straighten the leg, come up, lower the arm, and again, let's give those ankles a little bit of a rest. Now, another version, remember you can always repeat the earlier versions if this is becoming a little bit complicated, but you would come down, you'd start in the side angle pose and then lower your upper body, the shoulder toward the knee, coming down over the leg, and then lifting that arm so you can look straight ahead. Then, if you want, you would bring your fingertips to the floor and lift the arm up, and now lift up out of the pose. And then turn to face your leg. Bring the arms out in T position, press up, turn to the front, and release. And remembering our ankles and feet, loosen them up again. So we're going into the side angle pose, and then we're lowering the shoulder down toward the knee, and then lifting that upper arm, looking straight forward. And you can try and come down a little bit more. Now, when you come down here, you could hold on to your ankle. If your fingers don't touch the floor, just take a hold there. And then try to lift up. And inhaling up. Forward, heel toe back to center, and pause in Tadasana. Deepen your breath. Again, notice the effects throughout your body. And we're going to pause for a short break and come down to the floor. Join me in Cherry Blossom Yoga for the second half of the class in just a moment.
Our fight against coronavirus isn't over. Let's wear face masks in public. Stay 6 feet or more from others. Follow state and local guidelines. And wash our hands frequently. Let's move forward together. Learn more at coronavirus.gov.
Here are AARP's top tips on caregiver preparedness during coronavirus. Form a caregiving team. Inventory essential supplies and medications. Make a plan to stay connected. Maintain self-care and follow CDC guidelines. Learn more on our website.
Welcome back to Cherry Blossom Yoga. Come join me on the floor if you're able. We're going right into a cat stretch from table to get those spinal vertebrae moving. And exhaling, tucking the belly in, tucking the tailbone under, and lengthening, flattening the back. So I go from table to cat stretch. And what you cannot see, I'm sure, is that I'm pulling my navel all the way back to my spine, well, in my mind, and firming the buttocks. The tailbone gets tucked in there, and then inhaling. Exhaling as you arch, inhaling as you flatten. And the shoulders are neutral. And we're going to do a cat balance, or what is also sometimes called a bird dog. So I'm going to move my right knee in and extend the left leg and place my right foot. I'm going to turn it under. If you go on your toes, you're going to find it hard to balance. So I turn the foot, lift the leg. You might want to come into this position. The back of the neck is lifted, shoulders away from your ears. And I'm going to bring up my right arm and left leg. The leg does not have to be high, but it's a good idea to firm the buttock. And that's where you're going to build strength in the buttock muscles and the thigh. And slowly coming down, placing the left leg down, shifting the weight to the left side. Again, the foot is turned, so I'm on the instep. Bring the right leg up, left arm, firm the buttock, lift the back of the neck. You're looking straight down, the other arm's alongside your cheek. And release. And pause for a moment, just shake the hands out. Now a reminder, fingers are spread, a cushion of air under each palm, and that way you're redistributing the weight. You're not smashing your palms into the floor. Makes it much easier on your wrists. So let's try it again. Right knee in, left leg out, and up. Well, now I've got the left arm up. Left arm, left leg. So we're doing one side. Now I'm going to lengthen through the left side. Lift my neck out of the shoulder. I'm looking down. I'm going to place the knee down and pause. Now, if that was a little much, do the opposite arm and leg. That seems to be easier. Otherwise, shift over to the left side. Try the leg first, then the arm, and then lengthen. And breathe. And slowly come down, release. You can fold over, make a fist pillow, let your shoulders sink, your head sinks down. You can feel your shins pressing into the mat. That should not be painful. Now, another version of this cat balance, and I always have to think this through. I'm going to move my right knee in a little, my right foot out a little, shift the weight mostly to the right side, and bend the left knee, and then reach back from my left foot and roll the right shoulder back and push the left foot up. So right hand to left foot, and then there's a lift. And as your body gets used to the posture, you're able to lift a little higher and release. Place your hand down. You can draw a circle with your tailbone. So now it's the reverse. It's left hand to right leg. Roll the left shoulder back. Press upward. Your head is dropped, lift it. And again, let those thigh muscles soften. And release. And rest. And pause. And for a last cat position, draw a figure 8 with your tailbone. You're coming forward to the left, back to the left, sweeping right, forward to the left, to the right, down to the left and right. So as you can see, this will also build strength in your wrists. Build some strength in your arms. And then we're going the other direction. Right to left and center. Right to left and center. And pause. You might feel the waves of energy moving through your body. Feel or hear your heart beating. So it's time for the relaxation. You can either sit or come down to the floor on your back, legs up or straight. Turn your palms up to the ceiling. Take a deep breath, arch your back, tuck your shoulder blades in toward the spine. This flattens the blades, lifts and opens your chest, so your breathing is easy and effortless. And allow each breath to take you into a deeper and deeper state of relaxation. Breathing in, say the word deep to yourself. Breathing out, say the word peace. Each breath makes you feel more relaxed, secure, and confident. You're more focused now and able to take on the day's challenges and joys as well as obstacles. If you wish, bring your arms over your head. Straighten your legs. Take a deep breath. Give yourself a good stretch, opening your palms, moving your fingers around, moving the toes, rolling the feet out and in. And then bring your knees up. Press your feet into the mat. Roll onto your side. And let your head rest on your arm. You can tuck the knees in. Using your top hand, press the floor away, let your head hang down. Walk your hands back to your body, turning to the front, coming into a seated posture, and finally raising your chin, looking straight ahead, sitting tall. And refreshed. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you're feeling wonderful, and I hope you can carry that feeling with you into your day, into your week, into your life. Namaste.